Prediction decision. Love me, hate me. There's no between. So, Robert Hopkins. Yo, he's in court in Texas. No, not Texas. Oklahoma County. Oklahoma City, but part of their county. I don't know what fucking county it was. He's a transitioning male from female. I don't know, that shit is a fucking mental illness anyway. So the dude is in court being really irate, disrespectful to the judge, no decorum. We don't care if he wears a suit, but he reminds her saying, "Oh, I'm a transgender, practicing law, and I'm having several." She said, "I don't really know what you were," but she was hesitant though because everybody's on eggshells with these motherfuckers. But DEI is dead, and Trump's America. It's Trump's America now, boy. So y'all better get in line. That's a fact. Y'all running around with that No Kings protest and all that bullshit today. We ain't trying to hear it. It is what it is. But the factor is, out of control, irate, screaming they can't breathe, being disrespectful to the courtroom and the people around him, and including the judge or the magistrate that was presiding over whatever case. Disrespectful to the DA, ADA. It's straight bananas how he reacted, how he folded, and also he folded back to him saying he needed a female officer. Never heard a man say they needed a female officer. This is a fact. You being confined or using force to constrain you and shit like that, that was perfectly fine with those male officers. You can't be vagina worthy all of a sudden because now men are manhandling you. And then you try to use your trans as a force to reckon with the judge or the magistrate to make her fold or bend the knee like you wasn't going to be held accountable for your fucking actions that day in court. This is the problem with the trans community. They feel like they have a hierarchy standard over them. Thank you, fucking Obama. You're a scumbag for this. But a hierarchy standard over you because they're trans and they know they could play this game and get suing and lawsuits and all that shit. But ain't no lawsuit today, fruitcake. You're dead in the water, man. This is what you get and what you deserve. Check out the...
No, we're stopping. Get out of my face, sir. Get out of my face, sir.
This guy's going crazy. He's a trans lawyer, Richard Colby or Colby.
Get out of my face. Get out of my face.
People, my friend, you're being ugly.
You're being ugly.
Get out of my
face. You need to leave
face.
this county. You need to leave this county.
Why?
Because you're
Why?
a contempt of court.
He shouted at me. No, I'm not being. You did not even say that I was in
You are
contempt.
in direct.
No, I'm not.
Judge, I
In
apologize,
direct
but I felt very
contempt.
threatened by this person. The screaming and the yelling in court, I've never even heard that before in this courtroom.
Do not hurt me. Do not hurt me.
The judge said you were contempt, so just
You're
comply
throwing me over the
and get it over
I'm
with.
not
Pause.
resisting.
Okay, put your hand behind your back, stop resisting.
You know exactly what's
That's
happening.
resistance.
Walk that way. So
I can't walk. I'm being thrown down.
just settle down. Walk that way.
Settle down. Do not grab me. Do not grab me. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're hurting me. You're hurting me. You just take me. You don't hurt me. You don't get it. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I
He's
can't
not
breathe.
even choking you, bro. And he said I can't breathe like 100 times. This is crazy.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Sounds like evil. This is a transgender lawyer.
Somebody call 911.
I think he's transitioning into man, which is very crazy because the beard is crazy.
Major security.
Oh, you gotta check out the next clip. It's wild, bro. Now, in this clip, he asks for the trans asks for transmission, whatever, asks for a female officer, which is kind of crazy because you're trying to portray yourself as a man. So if you're transitioning and you're becoming a man, why are you asking for a female officer? See, this is how you know there's a mental illness with the TQ plus community. But the LGB wants to emancipate from the TQ plus community, or TQE, or TQI, whatever the fuck it is, bro. It's Alphabet Mafia. Shout out to lesbians, the gays, and the bis. They want to emancipate from the TQ plus community because they have mental issues. If you want to portray yourself as a man with a Caesar cut and a full beard, but now you need a female officer because now you have vagina worthiness and the men shouldn't be touching you, that makes no sense. But check out the clip though, it's crazy.
Alright, we're gonna pick you up. We're holding you. No, I don't. Get a female officer now! Get a female officer now!
That makes no
Get a
sense.
female officer now! I can't get up, I can't see. He just threw my glasses. I can't
This dude
see.
has a full beard.
Give me my glasses. Put them on my face. Put them on my face. I cannot see.
All that commotion in court.
Please give me my
Video,
glasses. I cannot
and this
see.
happened around February. Wow. This is what the body cam said. Now you know
I'm not
your
trying
law
to walk
license is
and I
going
cannot
after.
see.
You can't practice
I need
law
my
after
wallet.
being found in direct contempt,
Judge said take him to
resisting
jail for contempt
arrest.
of court.
They're gonna question your bar, your law license after this.
At this time, it is the right move for me to step away.
This motherfucker has a full beard.
As many of you all heard,
So he has a vagina down there. That's
there was,
disgusting. That's the Baphomet.
an incident that took
That's the
place
Baphomet,
in another county, a rural county, and there are more details of that
Oh, that's
incident,
scary
and
shit.
I can't release that at this time. And being as that, I believe that I first have grounds for a discrimination lawsuit there in that county, but for my physical safety at this time, it's best that I step away. And for my family's physical safety, it's best that I step away. And for all of you wondering if I'm moving, I'm not moving. I'm from South Texas. I can't live in one of those states like Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Minnesota. I wasn't built for that. So
were
I'm not going to
built to
leave the
be
great
a
state of
woman.
Oklahoma. I will work and people are, well, what are you going to do now, Rob? You know, I'll let you know.
Hopkins.
But like I've told everybody, I know that I am created in his image. I know
no.
that there is a bigger plan.
So you see the clip, how they toss him to the ground, trying to get him to comply, but obviously he was resisting the whole time. You can't just turn up and tense up on police like that, deputies, sheriffs, whatever, right? You need to comply. But the main thing was, now you're looking at your law license not being able to practice in Oklahoma. I don't know what other state they might bar you from, but these are crimes that you committed in a courtroom. As a practicing lawyer, they could take away your license because you couldn't have a certain decorum on how to handle and speak to the judge, speak to the ADA, come to some type of conclusion, come to some type of situation on hand and take ownership of your actions. You didn't take ownership over your actions, bro. You just called the transgender card thinking it was going to come save you from a situation, or the judge was going to back down and realize you're transitioning into a man, which is crazy because you look like the Baphomet. You got a full-blown beard talking about, yo, I need a female officer. That makes no sense. No men ask for female officers. Only women ask for female officers because they don't want to get patted down and shit like that. And when they ask for female officers, that means they're hiding something in their they don't want the men to catch it right away. So they get time to move things around and they bra, they cleavage and all that stuff. But this is crazy. You have either, bro. You're a heavy set white male now with a full beard looking like the straight Baphomet. Looking like the devil's around us, bro. And you sounding like a demon anyway, talking about you can't breathe, all this. You can't be vagina worthy all of a sudden because men are patting you down and throwing you in handcuffs. That makes no sense. You should have been vagina worthy and show respect to that woman judge. But you wanted to be a fruitcake. This is what you get. Talking about you can't see. Where's my... The only thing you need to see is you going to jail. That's what you needed to see. And you didn't have your glasses on during the video. So this is how you're telling yourselves all the time. You didn't even have your glasses on in the car when you was doing a video. So obviously you don't need your goddamn glasses. So what are you talking about? I need my glasses. You just stolen, bro. A real man would have said, you know what? Let me put my hands behind my back. Call it a day. I'm in contempt. I get out on bond. It is what it is, B. But you wanted to be the female. Your female side came out of you. No matter what, your chromosomes always show who you really are. And you started being more irate, thinking you was going to get passed. Not today. This ain't Obama's country. It's Trump's America now, boy. You better get in line, man. Predicts and shit. Love me, hate me. There's no between. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Have my motherfucker algorithm. You already know. Keep me going. Hit the like button. Follow me on X, the gram. Fuck TikTok. Follow me on the book and YouTube. I love the comments. I like being in the comments. You already know. We on the road to 500 subscribers. You already know. We on the road, man. Just keep it going.